Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to see 12th max. So we are doing complex number. Second topic, complex number we are doing. So in this complex number we have to do an important concept of this week. What that important concept means is a polar and Euler form. Polar and Euler form of a complex number that we are going to see. That's very important in this case today. Okay, so it's very important concept. By using this one we are going to see 2.7 exercise that we are going to see here. So first thing, we know that z is nothing but what? X plus iy. That we know, right? So how we are going to convert this one? See, for example, I am having a coordinate system. This we called as we can say both the way, Cartesian coordinate system, we can say system. Why it's a Cartesian coordinate we are saying means coordinate means two things. So x comma y we can say. Already I told you x is a real axis and y is a, this is real axis, or we can say x axis we can say here. This we say it's a imaginary axis, or we can say it's a y axis. That our wish, we can say anything here. Okay, so that's the thing we are having here. So now, if it is z is what we are having, x plus iy. Z value is what we are having, x plus iy. The points will be what? X comma y, isn't it or not? So if I am taking, this is x value, this length I am saying it's x value. And I am saying here it is a y value. This value is y. Where it meets, for example here it's meeting. So this point if I join from the origin, so actually this is y length, this is x length, right? Together where it joined we will say x comma y. If you represent as a complex number, the resultant will be this one. So this value only we are saying z equals to what? X plus iy we will say, isn't it or not? So this is nothing but a Cartesian coordinate system. But we are going to change this Cartesian coordinate system into a polar coordinate system. Polar coordinate system we are going to convert. What does mean by polar coordinate system? Means here how it is in terms of x and y is that the same thing here will come r comma theta. R is here, as you know, radius. This is angle we can say, but we will say here argument. We'll say it's a argument or amplitude. We'll say the two things. Actually, it's an angle. We will say it's an argument, or we will say it's an amplitude of z. We can say argument of z. We can say. So how it's that one means this is r. This is length is magnitude is nothing but r. Okay, the entire thing you take it as a r. As you know, this is x, this length is y, and this angle is nothing but theta. This angle is nothing but theta. Now carefully look, we know trigonometry ratios. This is, I am taking a part here. So we are saying this is z equals to x plus iy. The same thing I have taken here. So this is r, this value is y, this value is x, and we are saying this is a theta. Now we know sin theta is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse y by r. Therefore you can write y equals to r, it's coming this side now, r equal to sin theta. Then y value is r equal to sin theta, you can write. Similarly, if I am saying cos theta, that is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is what here? X. Hypotenuse is what? R. So x by r we can write. So again you take r this now. This is r cos theta is nothing but what will come? X value will come. So in this way we can get the x and y. Okay, I want to explain little much of 10th standard. So as you know, This is 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree is that. Opposite to 90 is nothing but hypotenuse. And opposite to theta is opposite to theta. Opposite side will say, off side will say, which is adjacent. Very next, this we call it adjacent. So by using this one, sin theta is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is here y, hypotenuse is x. So that's why it's y by x. Then r sin theta is y value it's coming. Then cos theta is nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse. So we are getting adjacent is x by r, that is r cos theta equal to x is coming. So in this way we are getting. So similarly you want to take a tan theta now. Tan theta is what will come? Tan theta is opposite by hypotenuse, that is y by x we can say. Okay, that will come. R you write this value, y value is what we are carrying, r cos theta. So same thing only now, r cos theta will come here, r sin theta will come. So this r get karna cos by. So this is the value, you keep it in mind. We need only magnitude, that's why we will put a modulus sign here for tan theta. Now see, so we know z value is what we are having. Z value is actually, z value is what? R is equal to, we can say x plus iy. This is the value. Just now we got the value of y and we value of x we got it. So we can write here x value is r cos theta and y value is r sin theta value will come. So I replace this one. So z value will come as r cos theta plus I r sin theta will come. So this is the thing. So x value I replace here, y values I replace here. So from this one you can take r commonly. So we are taking r commonly. Now r equal to cos theta plus I sin theta will come. This is nothing but what we can say polar. We can say it's a polar form. Polar coordinate system or polar form we can say. So z is a complex number, z equal to x plus iy, which is in Cartesian form. If we are writing z equals to r cos theta plus I sin theta, that is nothing but a polar form we can say. Okay, this polar form, how it's changed to Euler form means we'll write e power I theta. We'll write as e power I theta. We will write e power I theta. That e power I theta is nothing but cos theta plus I sin theta. Cos theta plus I sin theta is nothing but Euler form we can say. So same thing, z we can write it as r e power I theta. R e power I theta. This u is nothing but it is what form? Euler form we can say. Are you getting? So in this way we have to get the value of z1. This is the form how z equal to x plus iy will change to a polar form. Then polar form how it changed to a Euler form. Writing in terms of exponential, e is nothing but here exponential. So that is nothing but if you write z in terms of e, so that we will call it as a Euler form you can say here. So okay, so this Cartesian form we can say it's also rectangular form also. This is Cartesian form, right? Cartesian form, that we can say rectangular form also we can say. So name only is different but the concept is same we have. So that you keep it in mind. Okay, so as you know how you are going to get the r value also. Here you know this one r. Pythagoras theorem you applied, r square equals to what will come? R square equals to, using Pythagoras theorem, r square equal to x square plus y square. Then r value is what will come? Square root of x square plus y square will come. That is a magnitude we can say here. Okay, so these things you keep it in mind here. So r we can write square root of x square plus y square. By using the Pythagoras theorem we can say modulus radius, or we can say it's a modulus also we can say. So these things you keep it in mind. Okay, now come back to argument theta. We this is a plane, argument plane is nothing but here. So only the above x-axis, the theta value is there, no, that amplitude or amplitude we are saying, or it is we are saying angle, angle. So whatever is that, that should be in first quadrant. Okay, so that you keep it in mind. So how the value will change, that's very important. If it is theta lies on the first quadrant, this is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. So keep it in mind, this is very important. So first quadrant it's theta naught, theta equals to alpha only. Whatever is that, that is the alpha we can say. If it is lies on the second quadrant, then theta value is pi minus alpha. Theta value is pi minus alpha. If it is lies on third quadrant, theta value is alpha minus pi will come. If it is lies on fourth quadrant, theta value is minus alpha we can write. So this you keep it in mind. While we are solving the problem, we have to use it. First quadrant, theta value is alpha. Second quadrant, pi minus alpha. Third quadrant, alpha minus pi. And fourth quadrant, theta value is minus alpha. We have to write it here. So that you keep it in mind, it's very important. So where it lies, first quadrant, it will be like this one. Our radius will be like this. Second quadrant, this is will be like this one. So z will be here. Here is z. Third quadrant, z value will be here. So it will go that much angle alpha. Here this is theta. Don't write alpha. You write it as theta. This is means here theta value will come. Fourth, now it will be here. So therefore it will come completely from this one. This is nothing but we'll say theta. Instead of taking that much complete, will go in this reverse order. That's why it's we are saying is a minus alpha. So in this way we need to find the value of this one. Okay, so these are the values we are having. One more thing we need to little bit clear here. What that means? See, we have to know the table. Theta is nothing but here sin theta is there, cos theta is there, and then tan theta is there. These three values. That is 0 degree, then we have 30 degree, then we have 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree we are having. So sin 0 0, sin 30 1 by root 2. So that is sin 45 1 by 2, and sin 60 root 3, and sin 90 1 will come. So this will be reverse 1 root 3 1 by 2 1 by root 2, and then this is 0 will come. Similarly tan 0 0, tan 30 degree 1 by root 3, and then this is tan 45 degree tan 45 degree 1, and tan 60 degree 3, and then tan 90 is not defined. Okay, in this way we will do it here. So 0 1 by root 2 1 by 2, sorry, this is 1 by 2. Okay, this is the value we are having. See, just a minute. This is 1 by 2. This value is 1 by 2. This value is 1 by root 2. So here what will come here? Root 3. Okay, this is 1 by root 2, and this will come 1 by 2 will come. So if you take this one, you will get the answer. Okay, so now we will do another form. So we have strike this one. So I will strike here. I will write newly, so you will get an idea. Just a minute. So I will write properly for your understanding. Here sin theta will come. Here what will come? Cos theta will come. Here tan theta will come. This is very important. You write it. Here theta is there. So 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and then we have 90 degree. This is the value we have. So that you keep it in mind. Now what we are going to do here, that we need to see little bit here. So just a minute. Sin 0 0 will come. Sin 30 degree 1 by 2 will come. Here sin 45 degree 1 by root 2, and sin 60 root 3 by 2, and this is 1 will come. So this you write in reverse. So this is 1 root 3 by 2 1 by root 2, and then this is half will come, and this is 0, and this is 0, this is 1 by root 3, this is 1, this is root 3, and this is not defined. So this is the value we are having. One more thing you must know here, what that means 0 means 0 only, 30 degree means pi by 6, That is very important. I will write here 0. 30 degrees pi by 6. Okay. So 45 degree pi by 4. 60 degree pi by 3. 90 degree pi by 2. This radian form is very important. This is radian form. We call it as a radian form. So this is degree form. This value is known as 30, 45. That is degree form, we can say. So this is degree. So that is radian form. So please remember this value. Without this value you can't do anything. So this you make it as important, and then remember all those things. Don't get confused. So sine 0 0, sine 30 degree 1 by 2, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2, sine 91, and this reverse will come, and this is the value we are getting. Okay, let's solve one problem. We have an example. Example 2.22 is that. That's very interesting example is that. I'll write the question. I will explain you. Find the modulus. Find the modulus and principal argument value of the following complex number. They are saying. So that's very important. Here what that value, 3 numbers is there. One is root 3 plus I, second is minus root 3 plus I, third one is minus root 3 minus I, fourth one is root 3 minus I. This is the 4 value they have given. So one by one we need to solve this one. We'll see how we are going to do. So I'll do in the next page. So what they are saying, they find the modulus. Modulus means R. And then argument principal not theta. So that you keep it in mind. So this is we are going to useful here. So first thing I'm writing here. So just have a look. So first question is what? Z equals to root 3 plus I. Root 3 plus I. So you can see here, for our understanding purpose, x comma y. What's the x value here? Plus root 3. What's the y value? Y value is not there. Z is usually what will come? X plus I y only, no. In place of x, root 3. In place of I, what is the 1 is there? So root 3 comma 1 will be there. That is the thing. So now what's the modulus? Modulus, we can say R. R we can say root of x square plus y square. Isn't it or not? So root of x square is what? Root 3 whole square. Plus y square is 1 square. So root and square root get cancelled. So 3 and plus 1 square is 1. So therefore it is root 4. So we are getting plus or minus 2. Since it's a modulus, we will take 2 only. So R value we are getting as what? Plus 2. Is it clear? So next thing we are going to find a theta, that is alpha. So alpha I am writing here. So alpha value is what we are having? Tan inverse of x by y by x. That is the formula. As I told you in the last class itself, here we have done, you can see here. So what I have written, tan theta equal to, listen, here tan theta equal to y by x. Then theta value equals to what will come? Goes, that's in tan inverse of modulus y by x will come. This is the thing will come. So that you keep it in mind. So I am going to use the same here, tan inverse or whatever you can take. No, not issue at all. So alpha equal to tan inverse of y value is what we are having? 1. And x value is what we are having? 3. So divided by root 3 will come. So now you tell me it is modulus only. Modulus. Positive everything. So no need. Now 1 by root 3 in tan inverse. Tan, you can see the table. In this table where it is tan value is 1 by root 3, it's coming here. Here it is 30 degree. 30 degree radian form is pi by 6. So we can write this alpha is here pi by 6. One more thing, here root 3 comma 1. So both plus x value also plus, y value is plus. So it will belongs to first quadrant 1q. Is it clear? If you draw the diagram, it will be like this. Modulus is 2, now radius is 2. This length is 2 centimeter or 2 units. And theta is here 45 degree. it lies on the first quadrant. So we can say if you draw a radius of a circle 2, and then it will be, the value will be here. So that's the thing they are saying, the first problem. Okay, now we will go to the second one. What's the second one? Same, z equals to minus root 3 plus I. Minus root 3 plus I. So again you can see here x comma y value. X value is minus root 3. Yeah, y value is nothing, is there, comma 1 plus 1. So again here minus x plus 1. So it lies, belongs to which quadrant? Positive, negative, x is negative, minus x plus y. So it lies on, belongs to second cube, which lies on second cube, second quadrant. Minus root 3 and 1 is there. So minus root 3 and 1. So now again modulus, and we can say r value, that is what will come, square root of x square plus y square. So square root of what will come, x value is what you are getting, minus root 3 whole square plus 1 square. So while you are squaring, minus into minus plus, root 3 into root 3 plus 3 will come, 1 square 1 will come, isn't it or not? So now you add it, now again what will come, root 4, again the value is plus or minus 2. We need to take modulus only, so therefore r value is plus 2, so that you keep it in mind. Again we are going to take tan theta equals to y by x, the modulus value we are going to see. So theta equals to what will come, tan inverse of y by x will come. So here what will come, tan inverse of y value is what here, 1, x value is minus, so minus root 3 will come. Since it belongs to which quadrant? Second quadrant, isn't it or not? Why here x value is negative, it's coming. For that reason we need to take it as, then theta value is what will come, pi minus alpha, second quadrant. I have written here, right? In the beginning itself I have written here. Second quadrant, now what will come? Pi minus alpha. So that value we are going to write here. So pi minus alpha now. So here take it as a positive. Therefore tan inverse of what will come? 1 by root 3. Again 1 by root 3. Now just now we did 1 by root 3 is what value we are getting? Pi by 6. Here also pi by 6. But what will come now? Pi minus pi by 6 will come in place of, because it lies on second quadrant. So cross multiply, 6 into pi, 6 pi. 6 pi minus 1 na 5 pi. So 5 pi by 6 value will come. That is the value of theta. Radius is 2, argument is 5 pi by 6 will come. That is very interesting and important question. Okay, next we will go to the next problem, the third one of this exercise. What's the third problem is, z value is minus root 3 plus, minus I. Both x and y value is what here? X comma y value, both are coming negative, minus root 3 comma minus 1 will come. So both x and y value is coming here negative. So again modulus r, we can say r value. What is the r value now? Square root of minus root 3 whole square plus minus 1 the whole square we are doing. So again what will come? Minus into minus plus, root 3 into 3 3. So minus into minus plus, 1 into 1 1. So again it will come root 4. Again square root is plus or minus 2. Again it's 2. So here r value it's coming 2 will come. Okay, so that you keep it in mind. Again now we are going to take theta equal to tan inverse of modulus y by x. That's the value we are getting. So here tan inverse of y value is what? Minus 1. X value is divided by minus root 3. So again minus get cancelled. Tan what will come now? Tan inverse of 1 by root 3 will come. But here theta value, this one. So you can see here both x and y are negative, which is belongs to which quadrant? Third quadrant, third cube, 3 cube. Third quadrant, now what's the value? Minus alpha plus pi. Is it? That is the thing we have written, right? You can see here third quadrant is what? Third quadrant is alpha minus pi. So that value we will write. Here we can write alpha minus. So third theta value is alpha minus pi. So alpha value is what we got it here, 60 only now. Last class also 60, pi by 6 only this one. So here will come pi by 6 minus pi will come. So now you cross multiply. So 6 into minus pi, minus 6 pi. Here plus 1 na, minus 5 pi by 6 value will come. So here theta value is, r value is 2 and theta value is what it's coming, minus 5 by 6 will come. So for this one, if you draw the diagram means radius will be 2, third quadrant. So here angle will goes like this way. Okay, wow, that's value. Instead of this one we are finding, we will do this reverse clockwise direction, that is minus 5 pi by 6 will come. If you draw a circle, it will goes like this one. Okay, this is the thing. Instead of finding like this, we will find in the reverse order. Only our value should be between minus pi to pi value, theta and less than or equal to pi value. Between it will come like this. So that's our motto. Okay, that you keep it in mind. So this is the value if it is theta lies on second quadrant. Second also I didn't do, so just I want to do the diagram alone. You can see here is lies on second quadrant. Second quadrant now theta value will be like this. So here it will come 5 pi by 6 will come here, and this is 2. If you draw on a diagram, it will be second. Here you can see first, second quadrant, and here it is coming as, you can see it's a third quadrant. Finally we will go one more problem, fourth one. Z value is what it's coming here now, root 3 minus I. Root 3 minus I will come. So root 3 minus I means then here x comma y value will be what here, root 3 comma minus 1. So here it lies on fourth quadrant. So keep it in mind, x is positive, y is negative. That you understand now, automatically you can see the axis. Here first quadrant now both x value will be positive, y value will be also positive, isn't it or not? So here you take this second quadrant now, x value will be negative, minus x comma y will come. Third quadrant both minus x minus y, both x value is also negative, y value is also negative. Fourth quadrant now x value is positive, y value is negative. So compare it. While you are writing number 1, 2, 3 like this, you will write. Here what will come? 1, 2, 3 will come. Here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 will come. Similarly here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So compare it. Here x is positive, y is positive. Here x negative, y positive. Here x negative, y negative. Here x positive, y positive. Likewise you compare and get the diagram, you can easily get it. Now again modulus, here you are going to find what is the modulus value here, that is r value is nothing but root of x square plus y square. That is nothing but r equals to square root of root 3 whole square plus minus 1 the whole square will come. So r value is coming, square root you are taking, so square root get cancelled. Now 3 will come, minus into minus plus 1. So again r value is root 4, again it will come plus or minus 2. We are going to take only modulus, so r value is coming 2. Is that clear? So now again theta value you need to find. Argument it is nothing but tan of mod y by x. So that we are going to find in tan inverse of. So therefore it will come tan inverse of y value is what we are getting, minus 1. X is root 3. So minus 1 by root 3 will come. Since it lies on the fourth quadrant, then theta value is what will come, minus alpha. So therefore it will come, I have written hints here. So you will write minus tan inverse of mod 1 by root 3. You know minus is nothing but minus pi by 6. This value is pi by 6, isn't it or not? Therefore argument theta is this one. So radius is this argument. So if you draw the diagram for this one, here it will be there. Actually you need to measure like this one. Instead of doing this one, I will go in the reverse. This is minus pi by 6 value, we can say, which is minus indicate anti-clockwise direction. How much it will, clockwise direction, how much it will be na 30 degrees. So why we are doing this one now? We need the value between minus pi to plus pi. This is the argument value should lies between. It should not exceed that one. If exceeding also, we need to bring it back to the original position. This is the thing we have to study. Okay, I think hope you have understand all this 4 problem. We'll go one more thing, one example. We'll see how we are going to do that one. You just check. Now you can see example 2.23, represent the complex number minus 1 minus I and 1 plus root 3 in polar form. They are saying we need to write in a polar form. So polar form means what? That is, you know that Cartesian form is z equals to x plus iy. Iy will be there. Polar form means z equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. That form you need to write it. Okay, this is the polar form, this is a Cartesian form or rectangular form we can say. So first number z equals to what is that? Minus 1 minus I is that. So any question you want to write it now, first you write what's the value of x comma y here. X value is minus 1, y value is also minus 1. Isn't it or not? Both are negative. So both are negative and it will belongs to which quadrant? Third Q. It belongs to third quadrant. Isn't it or not? For third quadrant alpha is, theta value is alpha minus pi. Isn't it or not? Pi minus alpha or alpha minus pi minus alpha is pi minus alpha, alpha minus pi is the, which is correct? Pi minus alpha or alpha minus pi? So alpha minus pi is correct. This is second Q. Okay, that you keep it in mind. So we are going to use this one. So first you find R modulus. That is what the formula x square plus y square. Isn't it or not? So R value is square root of what will come? Minus 1 square plus minus 1 whole square. So therefore R value is what will come? Root 1 plus 1. So that is R value is root 2 will come. You won't write it R, you leave it as such. This is the modulus value. Okay, so now after this one you need to find alpha. Alpha is nothing but what will come here? Tan inverse of y by x mod should come. So here that is the alpha value it's coming. So you just write it here. So if you are writing alpha value, what will come here? Tan inverse of x value is what? Y value is, both are 1 1. So modulus minus 1 by minus 1. That is alpha value, it's what will come? Tan inverse of 1 by 1 will come. When tan theta is 1, again see the table, tan theta is 1 is what? 45 degree, that is pi by 4. So here alpha value it's what it's coming? Pi by 4. But it lies which quadrant? Third quadrant, 3Q. So therefore argument of z is nothing but here alpha minus pi. Alpha minus pi means alpha value is what? Pi by 4 minus pi. So cross multiply 4 into pi, 4 pi. Pi minus 4 pi is minus 3 pi by 4 will come. That is the value of argument here. So minus 3 pi by 4 will come. So that is the value of argument of z. Arg of z will come. So now come back to this one. Z polar form is z equals to r cos theta plus I sin theta. Isn't it or not? Z value is what here? Minus 1 minus I. How you will write? Now R value is what? Root 2 cross cos theta. Theta value is what? Minus 3 pi by 4 plus I sin. Again what will come? Minus 3 pi by 4 will come. This is the value we are getting. Correct? So here this is the value. We need to write most general form. We will write general form. What's the general form of this one? Minus 1 minus I will be, you write same thing, root 2. What will you write now? Cos. Here minus 3 pi by 4. Same thing, plus 2k pi you added. Plus I again sin minus 3 pi by 4 plus 2k pi you added. Okay, this is the things you are going to add here. You are going to add here. So that you keep it in mind. Okay, so you say that k belongs to z. Any integer, you can say k belongs to z integer, you write. Sir, why we need to add 2k? You may ask the question. See, 2 pi means what ma? 360 degree. It means 360. For example, I am writing here. If I am taking 360 means here it will come. Isn't this is 360. 720 you take, again it will rotate, 720 will come. Again one circle now. Likewise, how much circle you can draw? See, just a minute, I will explain you one more time. For example, if I am having 0 degree now here. If I rotate this one, this is 360 degree one time. Again if I start and rotate, it will come 720 degree. But if a line is like here also same value, here also same value, here also same. Likewise, how much circle you want, you draw it. But only the thing is angle remains theta is same, but the point radius is goes on changing. Here it may be 1, here 2, 3, 4, likewise radius will change. So that's why we need to write general form is 2 pi. Okay, 2 pi is 360, but we are adding 1k extra. 0 na first circle, 1 na second circle, 2 na third circle. Likewise it will goes. So 0 na first circle, first round 0 to 360. 1 na second circle, 2 na 3 circle, likewise will goes. But no need to get confused that much. You just keep it in mind. General form. Now what you will do? Along with theta you add 2k pi. That's very important. Let me go with the second problem. What is the second problem now? 1 plus root 3. So here second problem I am writing. So z equals to 1 plus I root 3 is there. 1 plus I root 3. So that is the second value, second question. So now you can see here x comma y. Again x value is 1, y value is 3. So both are positive. So this is belongs to which quadrant? Both are positive now. This belongs to 1q. So no confusion. So r value is what? Root of 1 square plus root 3 whole square. You do it. So r value will come, 1 square is 1, root 3 square is 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So 4. Root 4 value is what will come? Plus or minus 2. Since modulus, so you will take only 2. So this is the over. Is it clear? So we have written. Next we are going to write alpha. Alpha equal to what will come? Tan inverse of mod y by x will come. So here alpha, tan inverse of what will come? Mod y value is what? 3. Root 3 by 1. So that is nothing but here alpha value is pi by 3, 60 degree. Actually it is 60 degree. You can see your table. For your understanding purpose I have written here tan 60 degree, tan root 3 value is 60, pi by 3. So here root 3 value is only, now it's coming, root 3 is nothing but pi by 3. Since first quadrant alpha is alpha, so now you write a polar form. So polar form of z is nothing but what will come here? Z equals to what? R cos theta plus I sin theta will come, isn't it? So z value is what? 1 plus I root 3. So R value is 2. So 2 into cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3 will come. This is what? The value of polar form. In general form, how we will write now? Same thing, 2. So cos, here you write pi by 3 plus 2k pi plus I sin pi by 3 plus 2k pi. This is very important to write. Okay, so where you can say k belongs to is z, integer. Z is nothing but here integer. This is the form of writing the complex number in your polar form. Is it clear? So that you keep it in mind. And next question, this is example 2.24. What they are saying now, find the principal argument of z. Find the principal of argument of z where z equals to minus 2 by 1 plus I root 3. So we need to find arg of z, argument of z. That is what here, argument of minus 2 by 1 plus I root 3. So this is the thing. So here z equals to minus 2 by 1 plus I root 3. So I am writing as such. Before going to this one, I want to explain little 3 properties. We have some 4 properties. Argument of z1, z2. That is angle of 2 complex number. We can write as individually. If it is coming some like product now, it will come as argument of z plus here argument of z1 plus argument of z2. Likewise you can split, multiply now, you can individually split and write. Similarly argument of z1 divided by z2, division it's coming now, then how it will give the value argument of z1 minus argument of z2. If it is multiply now, add it, the argument, individual argument. If it is division, subtract it. That is the second property is there. Then third one, argument of z power n. Argument of z power n, that is power is n, that you multiply n into argument of z, you can write. Individually you multiply and write. And fourth one is general form I have written. So that is the thing. The altered form of complex number. We are saying that just now I told you, general form. R cos theta plus I sin theta, you can write. Most general form is R into cos theta plus 2k pi plus I sin theta plus 2k pi, where k belongs to z. This is a 4 properties. General form, this is a product. Now you can see in this problem, it is in division. Numerator one complex number, denominator another complex. So we can write here argument of -2 minus argument of 1 plus I root 3. We need only argument, angle only. So first we must know that this is what x value, y value. X value is -2, y value is 0. So this is, it lies in which quadrant, that you keep it in mind. Same thing here, minus. This is x value is 1, y value is 3. So it is lies on the first quadrant. That is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? Just take. Now what you are going to do? What is the formula now? Tan inverse of what will come? Tan inverse of y by x. Y is here 0. Y by x. Tan 0 by -2 will come. Since it lies on which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second Q. So pi minus alpha. So that's why it's coming. Pi minus this value will come. So minus. This is lies on first quadrant. So therefore tan inverse of y na root 3 by 1 will come. So this will come as such. There is no doubt in it. So that you keep it in mind. Here it is -2 comma lies in second quadrant, whereas here it is a first quadrant. So that's why we are going to write in this form pi minus tan inverse will come here root 3. Now this is pi minus tan inverse of 0 by 2 is 0. So tan inverse of 0 will come here. Similarly minus here tan inverse of root 3. Root 3 by 1 is root 3. You know tan inverse of 0 is 0. So pi minus 0 will come here. Here tan inverse of root 3 is 60 degrees. 60 means pi by 3. If for you are convenient, I will show the page here. You can see tan 0 is 0. Tan root 3 is 60 degree pi by 3. So that I have written here 0, 60 degree pi by 3 will come. So now pi minus 0 is pi will come here. So here it minus pi by 3. Cross multiply 3 into pi, 3 pi minus 1 pi not 2 pi divided by 3. So 2 pi by 3 will come. That is argument of z value will come. So that you keep it in mind. So argument of z is 2 pi by 3. So that it's all about this problem. And it is a principle. Why it's saying now the values lies between what? Minus pi and pi. So that's why we are saying it's a principal branch. Okay, so that you keep it in mind. And we have some few properties. So you can see here I have written properties of polar form of z. Okay, that is the thing is that. So carefully look here. What's the property 1 is saying now? If z equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta, that z inverse value is this one. What is the inverse? 1 by r cos theta minus I sin theta. 1 by r cos theta minus I sin theta. Second property. That is the second property is saying means if z1 equal to r1 cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1 and z2 equal to r2 cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2 now, then multiply z1 and z2. If you are multiplying now, radius will be get multiply r1 into r2 and theta will be added. That is cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 plus I sin theta 1 plus theta 2 will come. That is the second property. And third property was they are saying same. R1 is R1 cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 2. R2 is R2 cos theta 2 I sin theta 2. Then Z1 by Z2. If you are dividing now, then R1 by R2. Radius will get multiplied and angle will get subtracted. Therefore, cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 plus I sin of theta 1 minus theta 2 will come. These three properties you remember. Inshallah, we will see in the next class how we are going to perform the rest. Some 3 more example sums are there, and then we have 2.7 that we'll see in the next class inshallah. Thank you. Complete as a classwork.